Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is AO Tennis 2 Career Mode with fictional character Anabella Moncinelli of Italy. She has never played in an official tournament before, only in exhibitions, and we are doing the Nets for Vets singles tournament, which happens to be on grass and 5 sets. And I checked in the settings. There's nothing about exhibitions in here, so we can't actually set this to anything other than 5 sets. I think once the tournament starts, you can't change it anyway. So there's nothing I can really do about that. We're just going to have to play the 5 set match, and we are serving and volleying, which should hopefully get the points to be a little quicker when we do that. The last match was straight set 6-love 6-1 6-2, and that one took us an hour. So if we have to go to something like a 4 or 5 set match, it's going to be a pretty long episode. What I decided is I'm probably just going to go ahead and record it, and if people want to watch it, they can, and if they don't, just skip it or fast forward or do it however you want. So let's go ahead and do the next round. Anabella is actually slightly better overall with a 47. Her power, stamina, and power and stamina aren't as good as Addison West, but her speed is a little higher, and her forehand, backhand, and serve are all better. So we actually should have a pretty good chance against her. And we're playing with Anabella's second outfit, which is this yellow dress that has some bleed over from the bottom of the dress to the shoulders. You can see it's sort of like a little bit of orange. I can't fix that until we get out of the tournament, because you can't go into the My Player features and change appearance or outfit or whatever. One of the things I actually wish they had done is have the outfit also include the style of hair, so that you could do something like have a braid with one outfit and a ponytail with the other, and the hair up in a bun with the other, or something like that. But the appearance is where the hair is located rather than the outfit. So you just basically have to change her hair for every outfit and then change it back. I still feel like the surface here looks more like mud, and I don't know, AstroTurf, I don't know what it is, than grass. We're going to have to look and see if there are, if the other grass surfaces like the London Open, which is Wimbledon, look like this as we progress through her matches, right through her career. So we are
Ladies and
playing
gentlemen, welcome to
West
the
now. It's a
semi-final.
semi-final,
Please give the players
and
a big round of applause as they take to the court.
um, West chose tails and chose to serve. So she is going to start the match. It's really not important in a 5 set match who starts the first game of the first set, since you have so many games to play. And we're going to be looking to come into net here whenever possible. First, serve. I'm going to continue trying to choose the angel option as much as possible here until the end of this tournament. Hopefully we'll be all the way up to the top of angel, and then I don't have to do it anymore. She's got me. Yeah. So I missed my opportunity. She gave me a short ball in there, and I registered it too late, and I didn't come in. But I definitely want to try to do that as much as possible. So keep an eye here. One of the things I've said I noticed about the way the computer does things is it seems to be super hard in the first couple of games. She got me. And like it'll even break you a couple times and go up 4-love, and then it seems to relent. So let's see if that happens here again too. Wow, she's really tired already. That's good. And as usual, when that happens, I don't know why. Because I don't feel like I did anything different on that return to serve in terms of timing than in every other return to serve that doesn't do that. So if I did anything wrong, I don't know what it is. She got me. Oh, no, went out. 40-15.
40-15.
Wow. That was way too short of a return and just nailed it right across court. Again, this is how it always seems to start, where it's like the way it's playing, I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to win a single game, right? Because it just seems to be too good, and I can't, I don't know if I've got a single winner yet. That she got it again, right? And it just seems to start that way. And notice her stats are all way worse than Anabella's. Yep, she got me again, I think. Oh, no. If she'd gone cross-court, she had it.
15 all.
15 all. See, 4 winners already. She got me. I went cross-court. Right, so the way this is looking, you're like, okay, I'm just going to get creamed. And it seems like it does it for 2 or 3 games. And then it just relents.
30 all.
And then it'll do it again, like at the end of the set or at the end of the match. Nope. That went out. 40-30. So like the first 6 points of the match, she couldn't do anything wrong. And now she's mortal. Game Mancinelli, 1 game all. That was actually a quicker turnaround than normal. We'll see what happens now on her serve. But think back to, or even go back and look over the other match. That was the number 2 seed. This player is unranked and has much worse stats than the player we played in the first round, and yet she's playing way better. So the question is why, or do the stats even mean anything? I don't know. I mean, I think dramatically different stats do mean something, but maybe 40 versus 50 versus 60 just doesn't mean a lot to the computer. I just don't know. It should, but it doesn't seem to. She got me again. 30-15.
30-15.
So in the last match, right, by this point I was up 3 games to love. In this one, I have had no chance against her serve so far. Her rallies are dramatically better. Her ground strokes are dramatically better than mine.
30 all.
Or than Anabella's. And she's been able to flawlessly go against my net play. Now a little bit of a chink in the armor. Break point. Try to see if I can hit a little deeper, because she... Yeah, that's better. Up the line. Nope. And she hit it out. She was ready for it, but hit it out. And that's a service break. So Anabella Mancinelli is now up 2-1 against Addison West. Addison. I actually had a former colleague whose daughter is named Addison. I used to call her Addie.
15 love.
She got me. I was looking cross court.
15 all.
30-15.
13.
It's interesting, serving into the body, they seem to do lobbed returns a lot. Again. Nope. Got her. And she was even looking cross court. I'm not sure why she wasn't able to get to that one. Why am I clapping at my own error? That's just so weird. Did that drop in?
Game.
That was a net cord winner if I ever saw one. Let's watch it. And it just dropped over. I don't know if they had... I doubt they simulated here. But one of the things that used to happen at Wimbledon compared to the other tournaments is because it was on grass, the net wasn't anchored in as solid a surface as, say, at the US Open in hard court. And so the net actually wasn't as tightly strung. It had a lot more give to the net cord. So if you hit the net cord, it would more likely dribble over. Whereas at the US Open, it would bounce way up high and then just go out. And so it was a much more forgiving, they used to say it had a much more forgiving net cord. I don't know if any of that's still true, but that's the way it was, say, in the 80s and early 90s. And I doubt they would simulate that here. Give her some slice. See what she makes of it. Didn't seem to bother her. Yep, all the computer characters can do that. Oh! She hit it out. Just the bullets. I don't know if you saw that, but like 5 bullets in a row cross court. I'm going to try changing it up and do a topspin return. See what happens. Well, she hit it out of the court. Try flat. I have not been doing a lot of flat shots. That's going to go out. Yeah, too close to the line. 15-30.
15-13. Thank you.
So I made 2 unforced errors. She's made 8. I think the tired... She's already tired? This is a 5-set match, honey. You shouldn't be tired already. Wow, that was a weird camera move.
30 all.
30 all. Yep. And she is just so good at the angles.
40
But
30.
actually the computer just does that all the time. It's much better at the angles than I am. Well, part of it too is I'm trying to keep the ball in the court because this character doesn't have good stats yet. That got her. Deuce.
Deuce.
So West's starting to look a little tired. Actually, quite a bit tired. That should get her. Yeah, because she's tired.
Advantage.
It's funny. Usually on the forehand side, when you do that sharp angle, it sends in a line drive, and you can maybe get it on the backhand side further than it can reach. But when you do the backhand side, oh, she double faulted away the game. When you and that's a break of serve. when you do it on the backhand side, it always does that stab shot where it like lobs it. Yeah, it definitely seems to like to lob the serve into the body.
15 love.
Let's try going up the tee. That went out. See, I don't like that the dot disappears and I can't see where I'm aiming it. Alright, 30 love.
30 love.
So one of the things that annoys me is sometimes I just cannot get the character to run in. She just won't run in, and I don't know why that is. She got me. 30 all.
30 all. Quiet, please.
Got me again. 30-40, break point.
30, 40.
How are we doing at the net here? 3 of 9. Yeah, that's not good. The score is in my favor, but I would say right now she's playing way better than I am. And that went out, and that's a break.
Game.
4-2. I keep seeing these weird graphical artifacts. I don't know if it's my vid card or what. Okay, I think this is going to be a
The
long
server
match.
is challenging the call on the right far sideline.
That was
Ball
out.
was called in.
Oh, it is in. Oh, look at that. It just grazed the line.
Love 15.
Yeah, I think I may be in for a really long match. Because she's just pretty much outplaying me in every aspect, right? She's beating me at the net. She's beating me on the baseline.
Love 30.
And only the fact that she's made some unforced errors is even not caused the score to be flipped from where it is, right? Otherwise it'd be 2-4 instead of 4-2. I'm getting to a lot of the shots late. And she's got me again. 15-30.
15, 30.
Yeah, she's got more winners than I have. I don't know if we can win this match, guys. Even though I'm up 4-2 here, I just feel like I'm being completely outplayed on every point. Right, a few of those I've been able to do.
15, 40.
But if you look at the distance run, my guess is Mancinelli's run much more than West. And it's just her errors that have kept me in the match so far. If she was playing a clean match, it would be, the first set be over already or nearly
13,
over
40.
in her favor. Then we'd be looking at a straight set loss. I've had almost no clean volleys on my net play at all. Part of the problem is I've missed a couple of the first serves. Yeah, she got me again. Deuce.
Deuce.
And she can just unload in either side. And this is true of all the computer opponents. They can just unload off either wing and make an almost unhittable shot. And it really shouldn't be that every player in the entire tour can do that. No. Yeah, she got me. Advantage, West. So you see, I was up, what, 15-40, and she just came storming back. And I feel like, except for the fact that she's tired and made a few errors while she was tired, she's completely, even though I'm ahead, she's completely outplayed me. On every single point. I feel like even the points I won, like it was digging, just digging for it in the hopes of maybe winning a point, you know? Nope. See, just those errors have kept me in the match. Otherwise, it'd be a bagel.
The receiver is challenging the call on the
Is that
right
another net
far
cord?
sideline. The ball was called
And that
out.
was, in fact, out.
One challenge remaining. 30 love.
It's one of the few semi-decent net play points where I played the net. Yeah, so that's a couple. Somehow, despite being completely outplayed on almost every point, Montanelli's up 5-3, and West is serving to stay in the set. Got me. Yeah. Oh, she went out. And that's what's keeping me in the match.
Love 15.
She set that whole point up perfectly. She had me on the ropes the entire point. She got me exactly where she wanted me, and then she hit it out. Nope. 15 all. So unlike her, I didn't swing for the fences when I saw her out of court.
13.
You don't need to. So if you watched the previous match and you were wondering, why am I playing on semi-pro? I was just cruising 6 love, 6-1, 6-2, or whatever. This is why, right? Because on semi-pro, the computer has a very good chance against me. Now it's double set point. So now, even though I was completely outplayed in this set, I have a shot at taking it. Right, she double faulted on break point the previous game, right? It's a couple service games ago. Got her. Corner to corner. And that is the first set. Let's take a look at the stats. She has 18 to 17 winners, but she got 12 unforced errors. And that difference of 8 is exactly the difference, almost exactly the difference in total points won. I'm only 6 of 15 at the net. She's just butchering me at the net. I'm not going to stop going to the net, though. Very love. It gives you much faster points. Win or lose, which at least theoretically should prevent you from being tired out. Yeah. So one of the things that's going on here that I don't understand is you don't lob a return. And in particular, when you know the player is volleying, you don't go for a high return because it lets them smash it, right? The hard thing about volleying is getting the ball to go over the net. If it's up and the ball is at your chest height, your shoulder height, that's where you want it, you can volley down for a winner, which is what I just did in that last point. So what most good returners do against a serve and volleyer, and if you watch like Ivan Lendl against Boris Becker, 1989 U.S. Open, or if you watch Steffi Graf against Martina Navratilova, 1988 Wimbledon, and I think 89 Wimbledon, you'll see they try to dip the ball low, right? That was kind of close, what she did there. They slice it to keep it low, or topspin it in the right way, and they want it to drop over the net and go down so you're volley up. It's much harder to volley up like that. 30 love. It's much harder to volley up like that. And as a consequence, they try to make the volleyer do that. Right? It generates volley errors. You'll see Becker a couple times in that, several times in that match, because of Lendl's low returns. Boris Becker came in and he hit a volley that went right into the net. She got it. 40 love. I still feel like I've been completely and utterly outplayed in nearly every point. Sometimes I manage to win it anyway after she outplays me for 20 or 30 hits in a rally because I get her on the last hit. Alright, I'm coming in. She got me. Game West. 1 game all. Let's try a flat serve. One out. Love 15. I feel like I'm going to lose this game. I just feel like the computer is like in the hole. I'm going to play really well mode. And you're not going to beat me mode. It's sort of like when it decides to play clutch, as the one guy called it. Maybe not. I don't know. 30-15. 40-15.
40-15.
Got her. And that's game. 2 games to 1, Mancinelli.
Quiet, please.
There's a thunderstorm going on here, so if I lose power, I'll have to do a second part to this video. Hopefully that won't happen. Oh, she double faulted. That's her second one of the match.
Love 15.
I haven't been doing enough flat shots. I keep doing either topspin or slice. Let's try some flat. Didn't do any good. 15 all.
15 all.
One out. 15-30.
15-30.
Yeah, again, I feel like, I don't know where they get that win predictor from. This match has actually been very tight. And we're on serve right now, so... She got me. Yep. 30 all.
30 all.
Yeah, I just feel like I have not been able, to get Montanelli to punch those volleys in, and I don't know if it's that I'm a little late or what. She got me again. 40-30. Yeah, I don't know whether you'd get an 84% win predictor here. There is no way. That first set wasn't that a single break of serve? And we're on serve here. Deuce. Right, so in case you're not sure of the terminology, being on serve means that that nobody has had their service broken. So that even though I'm up 2-1, it's a tie because you only have a lead when you're up a service break. Right, so assuming she holds serve here, it's 2-all. And she has held serve. Well, I thought I was going to miss that. Come on over. Nope. And that is a hold of serve. It's 2-all. Right, so we're tied in this set. I just can't get her at the net. Like it's like everything I do just is wrong today. I don't know if she's just that much better than the number 2 player or what. Yep. Love 30. So this is probably going to be a service break here. Maybe. We'll see. Went out. Yeah, I feel like I'm not able to get the serve to go in right or anything. Like, I just feel like everything's just been wrong today. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, I'm in the wrong position. 15-40, double break point. 30-40.
30-40.
Deuce. Alright, so we saved a couple of break points there, so that's good. Let's come on in. Nope, she got me.
Advantage.
Break point. I just can't serve today. What's my first serve percentage? 81. Feels like it's worse than that. I'm gonna just come on in. Got her. Deuce. I'm lucky that first volley didn't go out. I steered it way too wide. Yeah, I feel like I'm holding the button the right amount of time and it's just not going green for a lot of these. And that's game. 3-2. Harder than it should have been. But we're still on serve. Nobody has lost serve in this set. I think there's only been one break of serve in the match, right? Maybe 2? I think 2. I think I broke her to take, yeah, I broke her to take the first set. And that's what we want to see.
Love 15.
That's good. Love 30.
Love 30.
one out. Triple break point.
Love 40. Thank you.
She has 16 unforced errors, and that is probably the whole difference of this match. Even when I know what she's going to do, I can't get to it. Like, I knew she was going to go to the backhand there, and I still had to just do a stab at it. We got her, though. I think, yep. And that is a break. So Mancinelli is up 4-2 in the second set. Yeah, I just can't get it to go in with that shot. Yeah, she's got me. Why didn't she go that way? Yeah, she should have gone cross court the first time.
Lovely.
Good. 15 all.
15 all.
Nope. 15-30. Yep, I'm coming from behind on every serve. I feel like I have been thoroughly outplayed even though I'm ahead in the match.
30 all.
And I guess that the stats don't support that just because I do have about the same number of winners that she has. Got her. Hey, a passing shot. That's like
40, 30.
may have been the first one Anabella ever hit. Went wide. Deuce.
Use.
Advantage. Mancinelli?
Advantage.
Yeah, they definitely do these very high floating returns on the body and up the tee serves. 5-2 Mancinelli. And now, once again, West is serving to stay in the set. See if we can take this set right here. That's what we'd like to do. Not let her get a chance to get back in it. Got me. I just can't unload like that, and all of them can, even when they only have 40 power. And they all pretty much unload the same way. And I can't really unload like that because this character has no power. 30 power is not going to do it. And that went out.
30, 15.
30-15. Not. It doesn't look like I'm going to win the set here. I'm going to have to try to serve it out. Well, we got her with an angle, right? So I can't do the power, like the super power shots where it's so fast you can't get to it. But I can push them around the court with good angles and force them to kind of run side to side. And that one is an unforced error that takes me to set point.
30-40. Quiet, please.
And she's a little tired, but not enough to generate an easy winner. But I got her with the angle, and that is a second set in the bank. Moncinelli is now up 2 sets to love. And we're now starting to pull away on winners. And I'm now 12 of 18 at the net. Or maybe that was this. Was that this set? Let's look at the whole match. I'm 18 of 33 at the net. That's not too bad. I'd like it to be a little better than that. 40 to 35 winners. Now, the second set was a little bit better for us. The last couple games went pretty well. And now we're starting off the third set a little tired, but serving. She got me.
Love 15.
$15 all.
15 all.
Didn't get over there fast enough. 15-30. Keep ending up behind on my serve. $30 all.
30 all.
You can see that Anabella's tired now.
40-30.
It's funny. I wonder if it goes by set, because it feels like it was the third set that she got tired last time. Does it go by set? Or by how many minutes you've been played? Really should be minutes played, not sets. Right back into the body and she couldn't get it. Game Moncinelli. 1 love and we start out in the lead. So both players are a little tired. Oh man, she got me there. I didn't move over fast enough. 15 love. Realistically, if they're getting tired, both players should start struggling to get to shots. That's what happens. You start to feel it in the legs, and you can still hit the shot if you get to it, but you start to really feel it in the legs. All right, let's move in. And it went out. 15-30. Thunder's getting closer.
Thank you.
Try to finish this match before the thunderstorm creams me. But I don't want to try to get out of it. I just want to play the match. You also don't want to exploit the other person getting tired too much. That's what happened to Yvonne Lendl in the French Open in, what was it, 89 or something against Michael Chang. I think it was 89. Michael Chang was getting tired. He was cramping. He was starting to hit moonballs to Lendl. And instead of coming in for the kill, Lendl just tried to wait him out and tire him out. And Chang didn't tire out enough. And he beat Lendl. Ended up winning the French Open that year. I think it was his only Grand Slam victory. She got me. 30-40. Still break point. Can't get to it. It's definitely slowed me down. I can definitely feel it that the characters are not running as fast. Advantage Moncinelli. Would love to break here. Get that break and then try to serve out the match. Obviously, it's going to take a lot of games to do, but I would love to break here. Force her to come from behind. Got her. Now that would have come back in the first 2 sets, but she's tired now. I did not hit that anywhere near close enough to the line, but she did not get back. And if you go back and watch the first set, she would have had that coming back. Alright, so it's 2 love. That's what we like to see. 15 love.
15 love.
I'm starting to pull away a little bit with the winners. So again, being able to do that, again, I don't know how it's programmed, should actually save energy for you, because it's quick. That one out.
30, 15.
The computer's definitely vulnerable to that.
40, 15.
She got me. 40, 30.
40, 30.
Come on, Anabella. It went out. Not good.
Use.
Do not want to lose this serve. And that one went out. It's actually, I feel like it's pushing the dot further than normal. So maybe because it's tired, I don't know. Okay, we saved that break point.
Use.
Alright, good.
Advantage.
Advantage Mancinelli. Again. I am really struggling with this first serve. She got me. Deuce.
Use.
Advantage Mancinelli.
Advantage.
I'm trying to keep it inside the lines here. Got her. That was a dangerous one, but we're up 3 games to love. We've consolidated the break. And this gives us a pretty good lead in the 3rd set. Now, I'd love to break her again here and just really blow this match wide open. This match has been much closer than the score indicates. Yeah, but what is that, her 4th double fault? 3rd or 4th?
Love 15.
And I think I know she gave up 1 game to a double fault. I think the other game she double faulted in also turned into a break of serve. She's got me there. I should have had her.
15 all.
I had it, and then I just didn't move to the right position. Nope.
30, 15.
That didn't go at all where I was trying to aim it. I think if you get there too late, the computer just puts the aim back in the center of the court. I've seen it do it a few times where the dot just teleports to the middle of the court. She got me. 40-15. It is, again, I just feel like I'm being outplayed on every single point. And other than a few, some of the volley winners know, but Most of the time I feel like I'm just being completely outplayed on every point, and then I just get lucky and win them sometimes. There we go. That's what I like to see. I was doing that all day against the previous opponent, whatever her name was, I can't remember now. This one, man, she has had my number at the net and everything. Nice and easy. Got it. Deuce. Alright, Anabella. Let's try to win a couple more points here and break this serve. Really trying to make her run. I don't know what that was. Because it like slid. Should only do that on clay. I'm gonna have to watch the video again to see what happened there. Out. Deuce. Second deuce of the game. So one thing this should do is tire her out a little bit, because again, as I've said before, when you serve for a long game, it can tire you out. She wrong-footed me there. And she went out. She finally made a mistake. And I thought she was going to have me with a couple of those bullets into the backhand side, but I was able to stay there with it. Now she's tired. And now she's got to be thinking, if she's a human, crap, am I going to hit another one of my double faults? Oh, I thought she was going to pick on that corner again. She didn't. Because it likes to pick on that backhand corner. And I went out with it. Too close to the line. Advantage West. So it looks like she's going to hold serve here. As long as she doesn't double fault, right? And that one out. Tried to get it too close to the line. Game West. 3 games to 1. And that one out. So now I'm starting to make errors. So this is the problem when they're getting to everything, then you try to push the ball too close to the line, because otherwise they'll get it. And that's when you make errors. 15 all. $30-15.
30-15.
Got that. 40-15. Like to see that.
40-15.
Let's try to serve into the body. Out. Right up the line with it.
40-15.
But that wins the next service game. I'm up 4-1. Moncanelli is up 4-1 and up 2 sets to love. So now time is running out for West. She can't afford to lose serve again. She's got a break in the next couple games. She keeps getting me. And it went out.
15 left.
Another unforced error. How many do I have now? 15. That's way too many. I gotta stay much more comfortable in the lines. She got me. 30 low. The thing is,
30 left.
I don't have to break her serve anymore. She has to break mine. Not that I'm not going to try to break her serve, but the fact that she's like unbeatable on her serve at this point doesn't matter. As long as she can't break me, she can't win the set or the match, right? She's got to find some way to not just hold serve, but to break Anabella's serve. Man, she has had so many of those. Just unreachable balls. I must have been 30 in this match. From the baseline. It's like Monica Seles style. That was luck. 40-30.
40-30.
Got me. And that's game. 4 games to 2.
Game.
I just can't get it over the net today. And you can see how tired Anabella is now. And that one out.
Lovely. Thank you. 15 more.
$30-15.
30-15.
That's a nice point.
40-15.
40-15. And that's game. 5-2.
Game.
So she has to hold, break, and hold in order to stay in this set. If she loses any of the next 3 games, it's over. And the hard part for West is going to be breaking serve. I'm going to try to break her here or in her next service game if possible and try to get out of this match. No. Didn't get to it.
15 left.
15 love. Should have been there, but I guess I just didn't get to it, didn't hit it fast enough. Didn't hit the button quickly enough. Not that hit the ball fast, but actually hit the button on the joypad fast enough. Got her. 15 all. Alright, so my tactic definitely needs to be, despite the number of times she has passed me and lobbed over my head, my tactic has to be to come into net whenever possible to try to get her, because she's definitely out-rallied me. Got her. 15-30.
15-30.
She's more tired than Anabella. West. She got me. 30 all.
30 all.
Okay, now that's a reasonable win predictor. Because if she loses one of the next 3 games, the match is over. But doing that in the second set when it's 2 all, and the first set was a single break or whatever, and saying it's 80% is ridiculous. Oh, she's got me there. Yeah. 40-30. Yeah, I can't touch her serve in this match. I broke her once, but in this set. I broke her once, but the last couple of service games... Or did I break her twice? The last couple of service games, man, I just haven't been able to touch her on her serve. She's... It's not touch her isn't accurate. It is 40-30, but... She just... Are you tired or what? Guess not. Nope, guess not. She won the game, 5-3. But now the pressure's on, because if I can't hold serve here, then I have to break her, which I have not been able to do in the last, 3 games.
15 love.
Right, didn't I break her to go up 2 love, I think? Or was it 3-1? Okay. 30 love.
30 love.
She got me there. 30-15.
30 15.
She got me there. 30 all.
30 all.
And now it's 40-30, match point.
40 30.
See if we can take it here. Nope.
Let's. First serve.
It's first serve, so I can still try a good serve. But it went out. Too close to the line. And that one's going to go out. No, it didn't. All right. Match point number 2.
Advancing.
Got her at the net with a nice volley.
Game.
And that is the match. Man, that was a much tougher match. Even though it looks like I crushed her, there were so many close calls. 6-3, 6-2, 6-3, straight sets. 70 winners against 57, 24 against 17 unforced errors. I made way too many. 38 of 60 at the net, which is pretty good. Let's take a look at the serve direction. We know where I was going outside a lot of the time. Although I did go up the body quite a few. I need to go up the tee more often. 34% of the balls were hit inside the baseline. That's good. That means it's nice and aggressive. And let's see what that does for XP. And that gets us into the final. And we know in the last exhibition, getting to the final at least was enough to get the style. So we should have unlocked the style we're looking for. And so we're now level 20. So we got some points that we can award ourselves. And our reputation has been updated. It has been increased. That's good. And we're going to be playing Lopez in the next match. So both Lopez and Moncinelli have won both of their matches in straight sets without even having to go to a tiebreak. So these are obviously the 2 players who are playing the best, and we'll see if we can beat Lopez in the next episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and hopefully this showed you why I'm still playing on semi-pro, because it was a darn close match. As Anabella's stats go up, we're probably going to end up moving it up to pro, because I feel like I was doing this kind of thing on semi-pro with Kornikova against the ranked players. So we'll just have to see what happens. But we'll keep it on semi-pro for now. And until next time, I am Scrapperlock, and this has been AO Tennis 2 with Anabella Moncinelli's Career Mode.